stop living your life based on the opinions of others. The only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself. So let's take back our power, because all you need to really do is believe in you.
Hi, my beautiful lions. My name is Sam, and on this channel, we talk about personal development, mindset, motivation, and manifestation. Basically, I want us to unleash our inner lion so that we can manifest the life of our dreams. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about why you should stop seeking the approval of others and start trusting and believing in yourself. When you are constantly seeking the approval of others, that means you are living your life not authentically to your true self. If you are constantly people-pleasing, then you are never going to thrive, because you're always going to base every decision or any action that you make based on what others think you should do. And this seeking approval mentality is just going to hinder you, because it's going to cause so much self-doubt. When you are constantly thinking about what others think of you or what you should do because of their opinions, it's going to cause so much self-doubt, which is going to hinder you from living the life that you want or anything that you want to achieve. There's a quote that my mom always says to me, but we got it from a movie. I can't remember what movie it was from, but it was a comedy. But my mom always says this to me whenever, like, before I have an audition, or like if she sees me being like really negative, she always just comes up to me and she says it just like the actor too. She'll like have like the exact like tone and whatever. So she'll be like, "If you believe, you receive. If you doubt, you'll go without." And she always says that to me. And I'll be like, you're right, Mom, you're right. So like, I'm gonna say it just like my mom says it to me. If you believe, you receive. If you doubt, you go without. So that means we need to just start believing in ourselves and stop thinking about the people around us and stop people pleasing and seeking so much approval. As a performer and empath, this was my biggest struggle. I always wanted, or let me say, rather needed, the approval of others, especially when I was like in a show in rehearsal and the director say we were in a show, right? And we're in rehearsal and we just ran through the show. And then we sit down and we're like taking notes, and the director is like complimenting other people or complimenting or giving notes on what you should work on. It would come down to me. Sometimes they wouldn't say anything, or it would just be like something negative, like I wouldn't get a compliment. And this would cause me to go like so crazy in the head. Like I was just overthinking, and I was always like, well, I thought I did my best, or how come he didn't say anything? Or like, maybe the director just hates me. I think the director just hates me. He always just hated me from the beginning, like from when he first met me. Like he's never ever liked me. Like I would create all these weird false stories in my head, and then I would overthink, and then I would become anxious, and then it would hinder my performance because I was so unsure about how to move forward, or how to do the song, or how to if I was doing the correct moves right, or if I looked good, if I did all this stuff right? Because I was so in my head about what all, like trying to please every single person around me, instead of just believing that I knew what I was doing. And I used to do this thing, like if I didn't get a note at all, I would find the director like and be like, can I talk to you like in private? And then I would be like, was my song okay? Or like, is there something I need to work on? And this is something you never want to do. If you're a performer, this is the best advice that I can give you, is you never want to pull the director aside unless you actually have like questions about like character, or maybe a choreography move or something like that. But you never want to go up to them and ask them what you should do better. It's going to create an image for yourself that you are unconfident, you are unsure of what you're doing, and that maybe they casted the wrong person for the part, right? So you never ever want to do that. You want to believe in yourself and believe that what you put out is great. If you get a note, cool. If you don't, leave it alone. Just move on. Stop creating narratives for yourself that are false, because I did this all the time, and it would really hinder. I would either not get hired back, or the next time I was casted, I didn't get as many songs. It's just, you have to believe in yourself, because the more confident you are in your craft, the more people are going to want to hire you, right? So this all comes down to stop seeking the approval of others and living your life or your actions based on what you think others want of you. You need to become confident in yourself and believe in your own craft and that you are amazing and that you are the best. There is a difference between constructive criticism and then basing all your actions on what you do on the opinions of others, just so you are clear. People pleasing is something you do not want to do, but if somebody is giving you constructive criticism or you're trying to teach you how to do things better, then be open-minded, and that is something completely different. There's always a balance to life, but if you are constantly, like me, like I was, seeking the approval of others, then you're gonna create so much self-doubt and it's just gonna hinder you from doing what you really want to do. People-pleasing is one of the biggest things that I struggle with, especially as a performer and as an empath, but I have come up with some steps for myself to help me just recognize when I am people-pleasing and that I need to stop and then start trusting in myself again. And it's only 3 steps. It's not too hard. It's just kind of to get me back into like, whoa, am I doing this for me or am I doing it for somebody else? So let me go down these steps and it'll be super simple, super easy. All right, so let's get down to it. So step number 1, I want you to stop lying to yourself and others. And what do I mean by this? Do you ever just do things to fit in or to make someone happy? We have all, and if you're saying no, I think you're lying to yourself already, because we have all done this before. We've all done things just to fit in with our friends or our family or with our significant other or somebody we just started liking and started dating so that they can like us more. We do it all the time. So if you're saying no, then you're already lying to yourself. So you need to be completely 100% honest with yourself and stop lying. It's okay to do things that you don't like to do. You know, like if you want to try something out or you want to hang out with a friend and they're doing something that you've never done before, it is okay to do this. But it becomes dangerous when you start taking it to the extreme. When you start doing things just to fit in and not because you necessarily like it or want to do it. Don't completely change who you are just to seek the approval and fit in with society. And also don't do this just to make someone else happy, like your family, your mom and dad, or your significant other. Like if you don't like to do something and it really inside you know that that's just not something that you were meant to do, or you just have certain opinions about it and that's just something that you know you're not going to like or do, it is okay to say no. It is okay to be authentic to yourself and let your friends know or let other people know that that's just something that you're not into. You need to stop making decisions on what society thinks is correct or what your parents think you should do or your significant other says that you need to do. Stop trying to fit in. If you know you don't like something or someone, then don't force it. Don't change who you are just so you can fit in. You need to start being more true to yourself. And a way you can do this is by asking yourself questions. Start asking yourself, do I really like this? Is this something that I truly want to do, or I truly want to wear, or I truly want to listen to? Ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself, do I truly like this? Don't pretend to like something that you don't, because you're just going to become unhappy. And isn't this your life? And shouldn't you be happy with your life? So then stop doing things to fit in that's going to make you unhappy. Because in the end, you're only hurting who? Yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to get down to step number 2, and it's kind of similar to step number 1, but I'm going to address it anyways, okay? So step number 2 is stop caring what people think of you. Stop letting the fear of what people think hold you back from living your best life or your dreams. Accept the fact that not everybody is going to like you, and that on your journey, you're always going to lose people and you're going to gain people. That is just life, and you can't change that. So stop trying to please people to keep them into your life, or don't not do something because you're so afraid of what others are going to think of you. Stop being afraid of taking risks in your life because you don't think that the people around you are going to approve. It does not matter what they think, because your life is for you to live and love and laugh and find happiness. So if you're constantly caring about what people think, you are never going to feel happy because you're not being true to yourself. You have a specific dream that you've always wanted to do, but you're so afraid to do it because you're so afraid about what others are going to think about you. Then you're never going to be happy because you'll always have the what if. Well, what if I did it? You'll just always wonder. You always wonder, and that's going to make you unhappy. And you're never going to live up to who you were truly meant to be because you were so afraid of what others thought about you. Can you imagine how hard this concept, not caring what other people think, was for me as a performer / empath? I struggled so hard. I even now still struggle. It's hard not to care about how others perceive me on stage, you know? You want to be liked as a performer. You want people to like your craft, right? But the truth of the matter is you're never going to please every single person. You cannot expect everyone to like you. It's just never going to happen. So once I stopped performing the way I thought others would like, or the way I thought was the trend, or trying to sing to mimic the artist that I knew people love, once I stopped doing things like that and started performing because I love to perform, because I love to sing, and because it makes me happy, then other people started liking my performances better. Why? Because I was being true to myself, and they can see the joy in my face when I perform. They could see the emotions were real. If I'm singing a song, I feel the song for myself. I'm not feeling it I don't try to think about what others feel about that song. I sing a song how I feel about it. And I don't care if people don't like it. If you don't like it, then you can leave, you know? And they do. People leave all the time. You just have to get used to it. You just have to believe that it has nothing to do with you. You're not going to please every single person. Know that this is a hard concept for a lot of us because we've spent our lives trying to please people. But we need to stop, and we need to start being true to ourselves, because that's the only way we're going to be happy. So stop caring about the opinions of others because they don't matter. In the end, all that matters is how you perceive yourself in this world. That's it. All that matters is how you perceive yourself in this world. Nothing else. No one's opinion of you matters. And I promise you, when you stop caring what others think, more people are going to like you. More people are going to like you because you are being true to you. And that brings me to step number 3. And that is be confident. Believe in yourself when no one else will. So as a performer, the biggest thing I do is I try to be confident. And if I'm wrong, I will be strong. So we call it strong and wrong. You know, like if you know you're wrong, you just keep going and you fake it till you make it. And I remember one time the director was like, you completely messed that up, but you were strong. You were confident. And I'd be like, you are right. You are right. They love it. They just love to see confidence in performers. That's the biggest thing, because that's what's going to read the best on stage. No one wants to watch an insecure performer who doesn't know what they're doing. And no, they want to see a strong, confident, happy, go lucky performer. Start believing in yourself. Start taking pride in your own craft. Start taking pride in everything that you do. Be confident that what you create is amazing, because it is true. What you create is amazing. What you put out into the world is amazing. You just have to believe it. If you believe, you receive. If you doubt, you go without. There is only one you, so why not shine? Why not shine? Be unique and be authentic to yourself. Some cute little small tips to help you seem more confident if you're struggling with it, right? It's stop apologizing. Stop apologizing to people when you think that you did something wrong. Stop it. If you did something wrong, oh well. Don't apologize for it. You just move on. Unless you actually are hurting somebody, then you can apologize. But stop apologizing for things that you don't need to apologize. I had this is a big thing for me. It would always be like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Like they would give me notes. I'd be like, oh, sorry, my bad. 2, stop walking with your head down. I was like in my head for one of these last performances. And when we were in rehearsal, I would look down, mostly to look at because when you're on stage, they have numbers and you're supposed to be a specific number. So sometimes I would look down at the number, but a lot of the times the director would be like, stop looking down at the floor because it makes you seem unconfident. And I'd be like, well, I'm just trying to get my number. Just trying to look at my number. But instead of making excuses, what I needed to do was just not look down. And if I was in the wrong number, who cares? So start walking with your shoulders back and your head held high. When you look at yourself in the mirror in the mornings, remind yourself how great you are. I mean, still be humble. You don't need to tell yourself how amazing you are and then tell other people that you think that you're amazing. No, be humble, but remind yourself, hey, you are amazing, so that you could start believing it. Learn from your mistakes. If you make a mistake, learn from it. Don't do it over and over and over again. If you're creating the same mistakes, that's going to create a lot of self-doubt, and that's not going to make you confident, right? You need to learn from your mistakes. If you failed here, get back up and figure out how to do it again. That's going to help you succeed. It's going to help you succeed. Never ever give up. Just learn from your mistakes. Conclusions: 1, stop lying to yourself and others. 2, stop caring what people think. And 3, be confident. Believe in you when no one else will. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you like the topic, then go ahead and comment down below and subscribe to my channel because it'll help me out tremendously. Also, if you have any questions about this topic, then you can message me privately on my Instagram at @thealignedlion, okay? And I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I hope that you are unleashing your inner lion to become your best self. All right, y'all, I love you so much. Bye, my lions.